Hello everyone. The topic for today is emergency because the news is Union Cabinet passes resolution marking 50 years of emergency. As we all know, emergency is one of the darkest chapters in India's democratic history. It would never be forgotten, the Prime Minister said. Now we see some of the previous year questions which are related to emergency, and then we will talk about the emergency in detail. First question: which of the following statements are correct about Constitution of India? 1. Powers of municipalities are given in Part 9A of the Constitution. Emergency provisions are given in Part 18 of the Constitution. Provisions related to amendment of the Constitution are given in Part 20 of the Constitution. Please select the answer using the code below and comment your answers in the comment section, and we will pin the right answer in the comments. And then second question: which of the following is or are exclusive powers of Lok Sabha? To ratify the declaration of emergency. Here they are asking exclusive, which means only available to Lok Sabha. 1. To ratify the declaration of emergency. To pass a motion of no confidence against Council of Ministers. To impeach the President. Select the answers below. Next question: in India, other than ensuring that public funds are used efficiently and for intended purpose, what is the importance of the office of CAG? CAG exercises exchequer control on behalf of Parliament. When the President of India declares national emergency or financial emergency, then CAG reports on the execution of projects or programs by the ministries are discussed by Public Accounts Committee. Then information from CAG can be used by investigating agencies to press charges against those who have violated the law while managing public finances. Then, while dealing with the audit and accounting of government companies, CAG has certain judicial powers for prosecuting those who violate the law. So, how many of the above statements are correct? Go through the question. And then coming to the topic emergency, once we finish this topic, you will find those PYQs also easy. Emergency. Emergency provisions in the Indian Constitution, specifically those outlined in Part 18, allow the central government to assume extraordinary powers during the time of crisis, effectively transforming our federal structure into a unitary one. So, it is inspired by the German Constitution, are designed to safeguard the country's sovereignty, unity and security. These are not intended to be permanent, but rather to provide a mechanism to respond effectively to a situation that threaten the national stability. So, federal into unitary taken from German Constitution, Part 18 of the Constitution. Then, types of emergencies. One is national emergency, Article 352, declared in situations of war, external aggression or armed rebellion. Then state emergency, Article 356, also known as President's Rule, is declared when a state government is unable to function according to the Constitution. Then financial emergency, 360, declared when the financial stability or credit of India is threatened. So there are three types of emergencies. Concept. This can be declared due to war, external aggression or armed rebellion. A proclamation can be issued by the President for different grounds, and this can also be issued when an already existing proclamation is in force too. So, first proclamation and then second proclamation also can be issued when the first is in force, but it should have a different reason. And it can apply to entire country or a part of the country. It can be declared even before the actual occurrence if President is satisfied of imminent threat. So these are the ways in which President can declare an emergency. And President can declare this only after written recommendation of the entire cabinet. So there should be a written recommendation. Then a proclamation can be subject to judicial review, very important. It must be approved by both houses within 1 month by special majority. This extends the life of emergency by 6 months at a time, and this can be done infinite times. So, a proclamation it should be approved by a special majority, both houses, and the life of the emergency extends by 6 months at a time. Okay, what if Lok Sabha is dissolved? If it is dissolved, then approval of proclamation can be done by Rajya Sabha, but the proclamation survives till 30 days after first sitting of the newly reconstituted Lok Sabha. A proclamation can be revoked by President any time. This doesn't need parliamentary ratification. So, for approval, it needs parliamentary ratification, but for revocation, President can revoke it at any time. And also, Lok Sabha can force a revocation by disapproving it with a simple majority. Thus, Rajya Sabha has no role in revocation. So, it is a power of Lok Sabha to revoke. Then, effects of national emergency. Center can issue executive directions to states on many matters. However, state governments are not suspended. So, governments are in place, but center can take the role of the states. Parliament can make laws on matters in state list. If the parliament isn't in session, President can pass ordinances on state list matters. So, Parliament makes laws on state list, and also President has ordinance powers on state list. Parliament can also confer powers and duties on center and its authorities to carry out tasks under its extended jurisdiction. So, Parliament has extended jurisdiction power. Such legislative actions become inoperative within 6 months of emergency ceasing to operate. Such laws apply even to states where the emergency isn't imposed. So, the laws which Parliament can make apply to states even where the emergency isn't imposed. Then, President can modify the distribution of revenues between center and state till the end of financial year when the emergency is over. Such orders have to be laid before the Parliament. So, Parliament approval is needed. Parliament by law can extend the term of Lok Sabha and State Legislative Assembly by 1 year at a time, any number of times. This becomes inoperable by the end of 6 months of emergency ending. Under the Article 358, all fundamental rights under Article 19, right to freedom, are automatically suspended when a proclamation of national emergency on external grounds is declared. This action applies to whole country and not a part. Any law can be passed that violates these rights, but not any other. Such a law can't be invalidated till the emergency is operative. Any action as per laws also remains above judicial remedy even after the emergency is revoked. So, law can be passed which can violate these rights, and it can't be invalidated till the emergency is operative. Under Article 359, a presidential order can be passed disallowing people from seeking judicial remedy to enforce other fundamental rights, which are specified in that order for a specific period only. So, presidential order can be passed which can disallow people from seeking judicial remedy, and it only involves Article 14 to 32 which are specified in that order except 20 to 21. So, 20 and 21 article cannot be suspended at any cost. The rights remain in force, but right to seek remedy is suspended. The state can make laws abridging the fundamental rights mentioned in the order. Such laws can be challenged in court, as seen above. Any executive action is also protected. Presidential order has to be approved by both houses. Article 359 is available even during national emergency or armed rebellion. The presidential order can apply to whole country or a part. So, fundamental rights can be suspended from Article 14 to 32 except Article 20 and 21. These cannot be suspended. Okay. Thank you. See you in the next video.